Good morning, students. I myself Divakar Pandey from KUNTI NAGAR Modern English School, NAWADA. And today I am going to provide you the third video of lesson 3 in geography, Our Changing Earth, that belongs to class 7. In my previous video, I have already discussed you under the endogenic forces about sudden forces and whatever impacts happened under these forces: volcanoes, earthquake, landslides. I have already discussed you about volcanoes eruptions and earthquake. Now I am going to discuss you about major landforms. As we have studied that our major landform on which we live wear away continuously. It means in our surrounding, whatever we see like hills, mountains, fields, it means green fields, like this we can see desert, forest. These are also the essential part of our landscape. So when we study the landscape wear away continuously. It means it can be said that the landscape where we live in is being continuously worn away by two processes, and these two processes are called weathering and erosion. Now we come to the process weathering. What is weathering? Yes, it is the process of breaking up rocks on the earth's surface. It means through this process rocks can be seen always broken up on the earth's surface. And now we come to erosion. What is erosion? Erosion is that process in which the different agents bear away these eroded particles on the earth's surface from one place to another place. It means in this process it can be said that the eroded particles, whatever can be seen on the earth, is being worn away by these agents, and these agents are water, wind and ice. When the eroded material is carried away or the transported by water or wind, and eventually they are deposited, this process of erosion and deposition make different types of landform on the earth's surface. And now we come to the work of rivers. As we know that running water in the river that we can see, it always plays an important role to wear away the particles, eroded particles on the earth's surface to make different types of landforms. So what is the work of river? The running water in the rivers erode the landscape. When the rivers tumbles at a steep angle over hard rocks or down a steep away valley side, it forms, do you know which type of creation? It forms waterfall. Points should be noted. This question may be asked. Have you followed? Now we come to the next point. As the the rivers enters the plain. When the river enters the plain and it tweets, it turns forming large bends known as meanders. It means meander are the formation of turning the large bends of the river. Due to continuous, it means when we study the cause due to continuous erosion and deposition along sides of the meander. It means both sides of meander, the ends of the meander loop come closer and closer in due to course of the time when the meander loop cuts off from the river and forms a cut-off lake. This cut-off lake is known as an oxbow. These are very important and this type of question may be asked in your exam. So read this chapter attentively and listen to me. After Oxbow Lake, we come to the next point. At times, it means sometimes rivers overflow its bank. When it comes the situation of flood, the river always can be seen overflows its bank that leads to the flooding of neighboring areas. I have already discussed you. This situation always happens in the duration of flood, and flood at times can be seen along the river side. So when the river overflows and forms a cut-off lake, it makes Oxbow Lake, but at times the river overflows its bank. This leads to the flooding of the neighboring areas. As it floods, it deposits layers of fine soil. It means during the overflowing of river waters always bring a fine quality of soil and other material that are called sediments. It means avshad. Sediments are also called in Hindi avshad. So these are called sediments and these are deposited along its side. It is along the river side and it leads to form the neighboring areas fertile. Like this, we can say that fertile food plains are also formed by the overflowing water of the river. The raised, it means the raised banks are called levees. Levees, it means tatwat. So these levees that are formed by rivers are helpful, that always prevent overflowing water into the areas, but it happens at times. Okay, now in next video I will discuss you about it. Thank you. Have a nice day.